Hey, what's going on, guys? Seth here with the Christ in Sports podcast, and today we will be going over Proverbs 12. And again, it's just at this point there's not really any stories, but it's more just sayings of wisdom. And so basically, what's going to happen is I'm going to read, and when something sticks out to me, I'll pause us and I'll comment on it and how it applies to me either spiritually, academically, or especially athletically. So let's jump right into it. Verse 1. Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but one who hates correction is stupid. All right, hey, pause. Right off the bat. Remember, I believe it was Proverbs 1 that said that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge and wisdom, right? So if this is the fear of the Lord, which is also coming to Christ, then whoever loves discipline loves Christ. Because in order to be Christ-like, it requires a lot of discipline. My natural inclination is to be lustful. You know how much discipline it takes to not be lustful? It takes a lot. It takes insane amounts of discipline. It has taken me 2 years of working on my discipline to say, I'm all right. It takes a lot of discipline. And it all comes from Christ. It all comes from loving and knowing Christ. And we'll continue on. Verse 2. The good person obtains favor from the Lord, but he condemns a man who schemes. Man cannot be made secure by wickedness, but the root of the righteous is immovable, and that is because the root of the righteous is God. No one can compete with God. Verse 4. A capable wife is her husband's crown, but a wife who causes shame is like rottenness in his bones. The thoughts of the righteous are just, but guidance from the wicked leads to deceit. The words of the wicked are a deadly ambush, but the speech of the upright rescues them. Verse 7. The wicked are overthrown and perish, but the house of the righteous will stand. I pause. I'm actually reading Joshua and Judges right now, and what's happening in the book of Joshua and the book of Judges? In Joshua, Israel is conquering all these other nations, all these other wicked nations, and so the house of the righteous is standing. But then in Judges, we come to see that Israel has turned from God and becomes evil and wicked themselves. And so what happens is God delivers Israel to their enemies. So then, even though it's God's people, they are now wicked and then are overthrown. Then what happens is that generation that was wicked dies, and their children cry out to God, and God restores them. We'll continue on. Verse 8. A man is praised for his insight, but a twisted mind is despised. Better to be dishonored, yet have a servant, than to act important, but have no food. A righteous man cares about his animal's health, but even the merciful acts of the wicked are cruel. I pause. Yeah. The merciful acts of the wicked. So if I was a completely corrupt person, I can't remember what it is. I don't want to say Groundhog Day, with Bill Murray, but it might be. No, it's not. But this movie that I'm thinking of, it's a rich guy, rich, powerful, corrupt kind of guy, and he thinks pretty highly of himself, and so but he's not. He's a gangster, pretty much. And he abused the crap out of this lady, but gave her money, like $100 or $200 and say, go get yourself a nice coat or something. That was merciful? $200 for nearly killing a woman is merciful? Or, for example, someone lies about you, spreads a rumor that just destroys your career or something extreme, your reputation, and then it comes out that the rumor's not true, and the person who spread the rumors just says, "Oh, sorry." Sorry? Is this what you're gonna say to me after all you've done? This is your mercy? Is just one word, sorry? So, just like the verse is saying, even the merciful acts of the wicked are cruel, aren't really merciful. But we'll continue on. Verse 11. Oh, and I'll continue on. When your strength and conditioning coach says, all right, I'm going to have mercy on you guys today. Instead of running 30 hills, we're only going to run 20. Is that really merciful? But verse 11. The one who works his land will have plenty of food, but whoever chases fantasies lacks sense. The wicked desire what evil men have, but the root of the righteous produces fruit. So pause, yeah. On verse 12 here, the wicked desire what evil men have. I think that's talking about greediness. And so it's wicked to be greedy. And the wicked desire what other evil men have. So I don't know. We'll continue on. 13. An evil man is trapped by his rebellious speech, but a righteous one escapes from trouble. Oh yeah. I know for a fact almost everyone can relate to this. Being trapped by your own rebellious speech, by your own lies. Sometimes you do something, you lie about it. You lie about it to one person, but then you lie about it differently to another. So then, lo and behold, you get those two guys together, and you have to lie to both of them at the same time. And it's like, wait, your stories don't add up. Hold up. And now you're trapped into a corner. But verse 14. Continue on. A man will be satisfied with good, but the words of his mouth and the work of a man's hands will reward him. A fool's way is right in his own eyes, but whoever listens to counsel is wise. We'll pause right there and I'll pull this up. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. So, verse 15 of Proverbs 12 says, a fool's way is right in his own eyes, but whoever listens to counsel is wise. And Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not rely on your own understanding. Think about him in all your ways and he will guide you on the right paths. So in a way, they're connected because 15 is saying a fool's way is right in his own eyes. And back in Proverbs 3 it says, do not rely on your own understanding, right? Your own ways. And that is right. Yeah, if you can't go to heaven on your own accord, right? According to the law, I've been watching this thing where this guy says, okay, you think you're a good person? Have you ever lied? And everyone says, of course. All right, you're automatically a liar. Have you ever stolen something in your life? And everyone's like, yeah, I think I've stolen something. Well, congratulations. Now you're a lying thief. Shall we continue? And, by the end of it, it's like, you're just this nasty person. Or you're just checking all these boxes that are like terrible boxes. And that is what it's like That is the fool's way, and they're still right in their own eyes. We'll continue on. Oh, wait, hang on. But whoever listens to counsel is wise. Who is the counsel? What is the best counsel that you can ever find to become wise? Well, we're talking about it right now. Jesus, God and His Word, is the best counsel to become wise. So let's continue on. Verse 16. A fool's displeasure is known at once, but whoever ignores an insult is sensible. Whoever speaks the truth declares what is right, but a false witness deceit. Alright, we'll pause right there. Whoever speaks the truth declares what is right, correct. What is the truth? In the words of, I think it was like Pontius Pilate, what is truth? Jesus. Jesus is truth. So whoever speaks of Jesus and what Jesus did on the cross for our sins and how He is the only way to heaven, that whoever says that is correct, is declaring what is right. And false witnesses go against that truth, that fact of Jesus coming and dying on the cross for our sins, defeating sin and death once for all. Continue on, verse 18. There is one who speaks rashly like a piercing sword. Oh, whew. For a second I thought my mic was off and I was about to cry. I hope this thing on the side doesn't do anything. Anyway, where was I? Verse 19. Truthful lips endure forever, but a lying tongue only a moment. So truthful lips. Jesus's lips were pretty truthful because He was talking about Himself. And look, it's been 2,000 years, still very here. But most of the people that were lying against Christ couldn't even tell you their names, bro. They're gone. Only a moment. Verse 20. Deceit is in the hearts of those who plot evil, but those who promote peace have joy. No disaster overcomes the righteous, but the wicked are full of misery. Lying lips are detestable to the Lord, but faithful people are His delight. Don't lie. Don't lie. Write that down. Things God hates. Lying. Verse 23. A shrewd person conceals knowledge, but a foolish heart publicizes stupidity. The diligent hand will rule, but laziness will lead to forced labor. Yeah. So at heart, I'm very lazy. And I do have to force myself sometimes to do stuff. For example, today, right now, it's a free day. The way my baseball field is set up, left field does not have a fence, and it goes straight into the soccer field. So like, there's the left field line, and maybe, I don't know, 20, 30 feet past the left field line is the soccer field. And so there's just not a fence. And so on a day where they're playing, we just don't be on the field. And so a day like today where it's a free day, I have to force myself, because at nature I'm lazy, and I have to force myself to go take some batting practice, go throw with a teammate, stretch, maybe even go lift. But yes, laziness leads to forced labor. And that's why it's better to be diligent. If you love to do what you need to do, Like if you love your work, you're going to be better at your work than someone who hates their work and has to do their work. We'll continue on. Verse 25. Anxiety in a man's heart weighs it down, but a good word cheers it up. Indeed. Wrapping up here. Verse 26. A righteous man is careful in dealing with his neighbor, but the ways of the wicked lead them astray. Yeah, so I'm not saying I'm righteous, but I've definitely, over the years of my faith, have become more and more careful when dealing with people that I know, regarding, like, so if I have to confront someone about their sin, um, I of course I'm still probably very far from where I need to be, um, but I have become very more cautious when addressing people. But verse 27. A lazy man doesn't roast his game, but to a diligent man his wealth is precious. There is life in the path of the righteousness, but another path leads to death. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today. I got nothing else for you. If you have any questions, comments, and concerns, you can either leave them down in the comments section, or you can follow me here at Christ_and sports on Instagram. And when you follow me here, here's the link to the YouTube channel as well. Yes, come follow me. That's my little introduction. But yeah, I basically try to post a word of encouragement. I call it daily strength. But yes, come follow me here. Of course, please subscribe. And yeah, that is it. Hope you all have a good day. See you.